call it.
All right, no, I can tell you this. This is a couple things I want to talk about. This 3D movie. These 3D movies. What do you think of the 3D movies?
I think the 3D movies are a load of garbage. And what happens with a 3D movie, two things. You come away with a headache and your pocket is a lot lighter because 3D movies cost $3 to $5 more than the same movie without the 3D effects. And those 3D effects are bogus.
I'm going to tell you something, Digital Dave, I am totally amazed. I agree with you 100%. You're right.
I'm going to expect another earthquake and a hurricane after hearing that. You would agree with me twice in one show.
You're right. It's just amazing. You're right. It's overpriced. It's overhyped. You're right. Half the time when you wear those glasses, you get a headache. And the public, they have spoken. 3D, the sales in 3D movies are not what the movie companies have anticipated. And it's on the decline.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. There are no 3D effects. You come out with a headache. And the best 3D effect is when they have the little cartoon orb come out. And I'll give them, you know what? I'd watch that for an hour and a half and watch this to go ooh ah for those 3D effects versus the movie. They have the little orb comes out and it tells you it's 3D effects, and the orb actually comes over top of the chairs and over people's
Right, right.
And I'm looking around, I'm saying, wow, this is outrageous. Now, see, if the movie was like that, then maybe I could see some hype to it. But it isn't. The movie is like very mild, barely traceable 3D effects, and your eyes are, you know, jumping back and forth. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the characters raised off the screen, but as you said before, there are no really anything that strikes you all with the effects where you're jumping out your seat and you're ducking. I remember, I think I went to Six Flags and Universal Studios, and I went to one of those 3D movies, and I believe it might have been like, I don't know, like a 5-minute show, and I'm going to tell you something. When I got out of there, I ducked a couple times. I mean, why can't they incorporate that?
Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. Those little snippet 5-minute movies, maybe you take them for 5 minutes.
Right.
But those things are pretty cool.
Right, exactly.
Like I said, the orb comes over and it's over someone's head. I'm like, wow, you can almost touch it. But that's never in the movie. I mean, you get one little slight movement and you say, okay, I see that 3D, but
right.
for the most part, it's garbage.
Right, I'm glad you clarified that because I thought you were talking about usually in the beginning of the movie they have something like that maybe in the first 2 minutes, and after that everything is downhill.
Right, that little show, yeah, and that's not even part of the movie.
Right.
That's the intro that it's going to be 3D. So, I mean, if the movie was like that, then I would be able to, I'd be, all right, let me check it out every once in a while. But I see 3D is a distraction that's not worth $5.
Right, now, how about that TV? I'm surprised it's not really exploding, but the 3D TV sales are on the incline, and that's amazing.
Well, I had never seen a 3D TV, so I don't know.
Well, that's one of those things where, and you have to purchase glasses when you buy the TV.
Right. I know what it is, but I'm saying I've never seen one.
Right. Oh, I haven't seen one either.
Worthwhile. So I don't know if it's worthwhile or gotta wear some glasses.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine watching TV like 5 or 6 hours a day wearing those things? Come on.
No, and I don't know how people are selling them. It's a fad. It was a fad back in the 60s, believe it or not.
Right.
There's some old movies from the 60s with 3D, and they were just as good as the ones now. And the technology hasn't stepped forward. So, I mean, I believe it's a total waste of time. It's somebody from the 60s who was trying to capitalize, and they made a little money. They need to stop because I won't go to another 3D.
Right. So speaking of that, then I guess you're going to answer no to all these because coming out in the fall, Hollywood is going to try to rip us all off by re-releasing some of these movies in 3D. I'll give you the 5. The Lion King in 3D. Straw Dogs in 3D.
Please.
Footloose in 3D. Footloose, isn't that a movie back in 1984? You might go see this one. The Thing in 3D.
Dang. The Thing with Kurt Russell?
Yeah, I think Mike the Spike is a big lover of The Thing.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but I just don't see how they can make it 3D when it wasn't shot for 3D.
And The Three Musketeers in 3D.
Oh, it's just 3D nonsense.
Yeah, those are 5 movies. I might have to twist the arm a little bit from not going, but the kids might want to see Lion King in 3D. I don't know.
Lion King. How old are your kids? Are they 7, 8?
No, a little older.
Anyway. Well, all right. They still want to see the Lion King.
Right, exactly.
Mufasa.